20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, hit you with a boy, you gonna square up with me. You gonna swing on me, you gonna stab me, you might even shoot me. Whatever happens, it ain't gonna be good for me. You gonna feel a way about that. So why we do that with age and time? You know, every time, y'all, it's a basic class lesson I got to teach to everybody. I know it's new individuals in here. If y'all already been to university, you know, I ain't talking. Y'all already know it. Y'all done heard it before. But we got new people every day. They got to hear this, right? So age and time and all that shit ain't real. We don't want to get lost in that. This means nothing. I did a lecture on this and what all these symbols and shit really mean and why they using that color, because it plays on your heart chakra. This is even shaped like the heart chakra. You see it? And it's green, just like your heart chakra. That's a spell in itself that attaches you to it, and that's why you love it. That's why you love it. If you really, and the people been to university know I taught this before. You feel me? I'm gonna have to teach that lectures again, because I gotta remember the university way bigger than it was. Well, listen, anything I tell y'all is divinely guided to tell y'all, right? I'm not gonna lie to y'all about anything. So we can't do this. We can't do this. We can't do this with money. We can't do it with nothing else. So I don't want to hear shit about time, age. If we go off the Gregorian, let me enunciate it correctly. For the undercovers watching, it's gonna, yep, he's a radical. I'm not a radical. I'm just what America with 3 Ks fear, right? I'm a young, woke God that's not afraid to get violent about what was stolen from him, his people, nature, and his planet, right? I'm completely against the race war. So don't let any human beings watching me. I am vulgar and direct though, but I'm like that with my own and myself. But don't let any of my energy make you think that I'm racist, because I'm not that neither. I'm not that neither. You know what I'm saying? If you vibrating high and you're a human being and you can understand the intellect, it's for you. You feel me? It's for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't get it, you can't get it. I'm not against you being gay. I'm not against you being gay. Let me answer some questions for people who want to know. Because y'all done turned me to a motherfucking public figure around here. I'm just an intellect and a revolutionary. I never wanted to be famous or none of that shit. I just started teaching people, and motherfuckers took it to turn to cocaine. You feel me? Now when I walk outside, niggas want to treat me like a rock star. And I'm like, damn, I might as well. What the fuck? I talk about celebrities, and you gonna turn a nigga into one? You know what I'm saying? We can greet up like we family. Don't be trying to make me feel. But that's what happens when I go out. And I understand it. But I don't like it because I preach against that. Don't worship me. Don't none of that shit. I'm not your God. None of that. I am a God that was sent back to help you remember that you are a God, and a God is in a supreme motherfucking being. You feel me? Facts. That's what I came to do. I don't like facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give myself credit for fighting against the matrix, to go within myself and be an example and inspiration to you, for you to go within yourself, to be like, hey man, like my wife said, man, inspiration to people too. I don't look at it like that. I just be teaching. But like, hey, if I can go against the matrix and fight up out of that, then anybody can do it, right? That's what that do represent. If I dropped out of high school and I can do it, then you be like, damn shit, we don't need school. God dropped out of high school. You feel me? He got his own university. This man's a high school dropout, and he's a very intelligent, well-read individual. It ain't like he just right, because that shit don't mean nothing. It don't apply to no part of your greatness. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to run track for Nike to be great. You already that natural fast athlete. You ain't got to shoot a jump shot for the Bulls for you to be, you know what I'm saying? But they make our people think that. So that's how they get them. And then when they get you there, that's when they try to get you to sell out. And if you don't want to sell out, they fuck with you. Ben Simmons is refusing to sell out right now. That's why they've been fucking with him all season. I could see through that a mile away. And I ain't never talked to Ben Simmons or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, facts, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of our people, you know what I'm saying? That's how when they get people in them leagues, then they clone them and they do their synthetic robot thing with a Mach 5. I told people about that. People didn't believe that, so I left that alone. You know what I'm saying? I told people about the Mach 5 synthetic robots in sports. You feel me? In a difference, they'll have the real being coming out to the interviews and have the robot on the goddamn court. You feel me? You seen the robot on the court or the robot on the field, and then in the interview, it's really the real individual, because it's ran so tight knit. And they do some foul things to our people when they lure them into Hollywood. That's a fact, right? That's a fact. And our people only go because we be feeling like, yeah, we got this talent or we great at this, but we can't do it without them. Y'all get what I'm saying? We get the feeling like we can't do it without them. And then that's how niggas end up asshole naked somewhere, tied up, doing all type of bondage rituals and sacrifices and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you over there letting motherfucking the head exec of this corporation eat your asshole out. And now you gotta walk around and still parade to be this swole, strong motherfucker with these millions of followers. You feel me? With these hit records and all these movies and TV shows and all that. And you don't even feel good with yourself when you go off the camera because you like, damn, if they only knew what I was doing behind the camera to attain this. You know what I'm saying? That's how they end up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And it fucks them up because a lot of them that they break in like that, they don't be like that. And see, with the way the business work, when they trying to get you at that level, you got to sacrifice for them because they sacrifice until they fallen gods. To these angels and shit. These fallen angels require sacrifices. Just like the Orishas require sacrifices. Your ancestors require sacrifices. If you want their help, you feel me? If you need their help. This is another level of metaphysics they'll never talk to us about. That so they're able to use it against us because they know this carbonated, neuromelanated beings. This all technology right here. Like, all we need is everything right here. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Facts. They know that. So if they let you know about your ancient abilities and tapping into sources like that, you're going to outshine them in that. Like you do in everything else. Like you do in everything else. Like we do in everything else. So, you know what I'm saying? They don't let you know that. You know what I'm saying? But this is what they do. This is what they do to get. It's a reason. And see, people got to understand the spiritual, what's going on spiritually behind these blood sacrifices in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Why they really doing it? Like, people not understanding the depths of that. It's a because they have their gods, their fallen angels that require life force. When you're dealing with the spirit realm, that requires life force, energy, electricity. The blood flow is life force. There's a lot of electricity in there. You see what I'm saying? And magnetism. You have magnesium that flows through your blood. That comes from the magnetism in you. You are, the soul is a big ass glowing magnet. You feel me? This is why your words attract shit. This is why your thoughts attract. This is why you create with your words and your thoughts. This is the science, the metaphysics behind it, though. You see what I'm saying? They don't tell you that. So they can put out a book called The Law of, and your ass and buy it, but still won't know how to apply it. You can buy it, but won't apply it. You see the hustle? We'll tell them a little truth, and they'll buy it, but they'll never apply it. Because you can't if you don't understand what you are at the core. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they are able to do. That's why they do their blood sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? But why they be doing that when? That's why they be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're dealing with entities that need energy. They drink blood. They drink the energy. The entities they're dealing with drinks blood. And it has to be negative blood. Like, meaning that, like, if they go kill somebody, that's negative. That's a negative sacrifice because you just went and helped. You made somebody transcend for no reason, right? If they got carbon in their skin, they could come back. Yeah, we know that. It's a video game. So they'll just plug right back in. And they won't even remember it. They'll transcend and they'll be like they're being born all over again with whole new parents. That's really how quick it go, right? So those who go back into the moon, or if they haven't finished their soul purpose, you coming back automatically. Facts. It's a part of the alignment, right? So they understand that we don't understand that part anymore because they hid it from us. So they do the sacrifices and all of that to call upon that energy. That energy that they're trying to work with, that spirit is going to require energy to work with it. This is basic magic. All right? This is basic magic, right? And magic is a very real thing. Keep telling you that. It's very real. That's why they use the colors they use. A lot of us won't even go to these restaurants if the colors wasn't on the logos, didn't have them colors. I spoke about this. I've been speaking about this since publicly for years now, but I'm just saying, all your main restaurants, they have low vibrational colors. But if you didn't know about the chakras and how it applies to you and your environment, you see what I'm saying? We didn't know that. We don't know that. So motherfucker just go and eat, thinking you eating because you hungry. No, you're under a spell. That is a spell right there. That's fucking with certain chakras. It's attracting you to that restaurant. You see that yellow golden arch and now you feel a little more hungrier than you normally would have. You see that orange burger with blue in the middle. You know what? These burgers might really be king today. You know what I'm saying? You know? It's that's what they do. That's what they was doing. That's what they was doing, playing with the colors, playing with. That's all a form of magic. So when people say magic isn't real, that's because your silly ass isn't aware of the magic being applied on you. Smoothie, your whole fucking every shape around you is shaped like that strictly because of magic being applied to you. The doorknob, the fucking metal, the cloth, all magic being used against you. Smoothette. You see what I'm saying? But magic isn't real. Exactly. And as long as you think that, they're able to dominate your smoothie ass with your own shit. You see how that works? You see how that works? We steal their history from them, take their greatness from them, which they need that to be shown to them. We are visual creatures, naturally. Why do you think when they did show your ancestors using any form of writings, because we never really used them? But just think about it. When they show you the ancient Egyptians, they show you hieroglyphics. They show you pictures because the brain, while you're in the avatar, the brain, and because of your thalamus and your neocortex, right, as well as your pineal gland, these are important glands within your brain. Because of the way they are centered in you, right, you are able to receive the codes off images at a much higher rate if you see it than as opposed to somebody tell it to you. Okay, so when I say the codes off the images, I'm giving you the science behind this shit because that's what the fuck they are doing to you. But you don't see this code as images. You just see pictures, right? You just see pictures. You're not knowing that the whole reason they chose that color, them shapes, that font, down to the fucking font that's being used. Down to the font that they use. What? If only you knew Franklin, because y'all know it's some Franklin the Turtles in class right now. They just happen to be passing through the live. See what I'm saying? The numbers, somebody said 10. The numbers, all that's a form of magic. All of it. And once you learn that, you can start applying it to your goddamn self. Oh, well, let me use this color to attract this frequency. Let me use this to do this frequency. If I want to stay on this frequency, I'll stay in them colors. Or surrounded by them colors. I'm not going around no colors that's not on the frequency that I'm on. And for me to understand that, I got to understand what frequencies each color is on. And remove it away from me. I can't say certain words. I don't say good M sometimes. I get around a lot of the guys and goddesses that I love, and we get around each other, they be like, in the M, or I'll talk to you, and I'll be like, I damn near get frustrated, like, bro, I know you didn't just use that word with me. It's like respect. God, Lee, you gotta respect it. Like, okay, if I'm around, I can't use the HATE word. I can't use the good M word. Don't use them two words because them words are very, very powerful. And when I was using them words, I seen how my life was. When I removed them out my dictionary, out my vocabulary, out my addiction, right? Out my vocabulary, I noticed things change. So it's one thing to know that spells is words, but if you're not going to apply the shit, yes. If you use that word, that's a negative frequency. So you're going to attract that. You're attracting more of that frequency to you. And oh, my bad. I got to know. You got to completely stop that, bro. Because if you stop it, watch how your life start moving and you're going to see a difference. You're like, oh, I see why he's so firm on that. Yes. No good M to me. Don't use the H word around me. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're trying to project that onto my aura. And that's a form of magic, which will be witchcraft. But you don't understand it's witchcraft, but it's still, nevertheless, it's witchcraft. That's witchcraft. So now that's magic being used to help Zeus and the fallen gods, Satan in them. You see what I'm saying? Lucifer in them. That's how they get you to participate. This is how they get you to participate. So that's why I say I like to show where I came from when I talk to y'all and be down to earth. I could build this bitch some glasses and all uppity acting and, you know what I'm saying? All tight in the neck. You know how they get, nigga be all stiff neck because he feel like he knows something. He got his little suit on with his little, Chest be out. You can't tell him nothing. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Can't tell him or her nothing. And they looking down on you. I done had individuals because they graduated from college. We ain't even had an in-depth conversation. We ain't even conversing. Fuck it, let me hit them harder. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my grammar right. You know what I'm saying? Let me correct the grammatical errors. We wasn't holding a conversation because that's not actually a word. We were conversing and we ain't even fully get in depth about it. And then all of a sudden, we get to the part of, so what college you went to? And I be like, shit, I ain't go to college. I'm like, well, no, I can't say I didn't go to college because I did go to college. But I be like, I went to college, but I would say I dropped out of high school and then I ended up going to college. And you know what I'm saying? Like that, I tell them my story when they ask. And right when I say that, because I didn't finish college, it ain't like I went to college and got a bachelor degree, a master's degree, none of that shit. I started college. I owe Sally Mae like 8 racks that she ain't never gonna get. You feel me? And I didn't finish college. You feel me? That's because, you know, I caught my case or whatever when I was in college. So that's how that went. But I've had people in whole conversations because they went to Howard University and they got a master's degree. So as soon as I be like, man, well, I dropped out of high school, they start tight necking me. Now they feeling good because they trained us to not like ourselves. So, you know, we be so badly wanting to have something over each other because we know we ain't got shit over them. That's how bad they mind fucked us. So we don't like us because we know they don't like us. But we scared to tell them they don't like us, so we don't like us for being scared to tell them that they don't like us. So we look for any little advantage that we have over each other. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm for looking down on you. You know, I'm for looking down on you now. You know what I'm saying? Because they went to Howard and they got their certification. House Negro, aren't you? You feel good, Master gave you that certification. You can't help yourself. You got you blushing. Because he mistreated you so badly that you've been reduced to believing that you are nothing unless he certifies that which you are trying to be. Because that's all a diploma is, a certification in the miseducation of your black ass. If you passed all these classes, which we had a curriculum in place, so we fed you the lies. You didn't pass this curriculum without agreeing to these lies. God damn it, we know Columbus ain't discovered America, but we told you that in on page 36. So in this multiple choice motherfucking question, when we ask you, did Columbus A, discover America, B, discover Italy, C, discover Canada, D, all of the above, or E, none of the above? Anything but A. If you don't circle A, did he discover America? Because we told you that on page 36 in this particular book that we wrote. Then we checked that it's wrong. And you didn't pass that class. And when you didn't pass that class, you got a bad grade. And if your grades are too low, it affects your grade point average. You see how we got the system set up for you? You see how easy that is? And with a low grade, with a low GPA, no college is going to want to accept you. You see how we set you back that quick? So you're going to play. You see how we set you back 10 steps that quick, dog? Because even if you graduate from that little bum-ass community college, it's not going to be enough paperwork to get a big job in our corporate 500 because we only honor Yale. You see how we set you back 10 steps, dog? So if you want to get ahead in our system, you better play this shit by the way we said it, nigga. What the fuck we say on page 36, Negro. Now be rebellious and circle something else if you want to and watch how we fuck up your life. Because guess what? If you fail too many classes, your ass can't go to the next grade. You see how we set that up for you nice and smooth, didn't we? Mind fucked you nice and smooth. You see how we got you to bow down? Yes, we did. You didn't even see it coming. It felt so smooth. We rubbed it on you like shea butter on my goddamn face. Rubbed it on so smooth. A light coat of fuckery. You never even seen it. Light coat of fuckery. Won't even feel a thing. But that's how we did you. So when you have this certification, this diploma, You graduated 8th grade. That means you went through 8 years of the miseducation of your black ass. We want to thank you. There's your diploma. You are now officially certified. You have been officially educated, which is just a nice, pretty word to say you have been mind fucked drastically to become another house Negro, just like your mom and your daddy was. See what I'm saying? Because we've been running this scheme for a few generations now. We ain't just started with you. We ain't just started with you. You see how they do you? You see how the system, them though, not Rashad Jamal. I'm just pointing it out to you. I'm just giving you the reason behind my passion when I be, because I just happen to see that. You see, I see that now. Do you see it? Because if you would feel like I feel if you see it. You see? Cool, it's a cold game, ain't it? It's a cold game. And you walk out of there believing. I graduated from 8th grade. You'll look down on the motherfucker that didn't. A motherfucking high school dropout will look down on the motherfucker that dropped out of 8th grade. Because I know people that never graduated 8th grade. They just stopped going to school after 8th grade. Facts. You feel me? And people that dropped out of high school will look down on them just because at least they graduated 8th grade. You see how they do it, y'all? Got us competing with ourselves. But guess what? You got to compete when they took everything from you. They took all your land, all your resources. So yeah, they made you compete against you. Everything on the planet you brought here in abundance. It still grows in abundance. They just control it and charge you drastically for it. And they decide when they want to stock your shelves, unstock your shelves. Up the prices, lower the price. Ain't no such thing as inflation. Nigga, they printing this shit, dog. They printing this shit, dog. They printing this shit, dog. They are printing this, y'all. This is the same piece of paper as this $10 bill right here. I don't think y'all hear me though. You see this? Blue crystal babies, my peers and the elders, cosmic elders. This is the same piece of paper, y'all. Just a piece of paper, y'all. Just a piece of, it folds like paper. It goes over. It's just some paper, y'all. It's just some paper. And it says 20 on it. How we know this worth $20? How we know that? We don't know that, do we? We agreed to it being worth $20 though, didn't we? We gave it the worth. We gave it the worth. It's paper. This is $20. And they wrote on there 20. They printed that. Think about that. Would you look at that? You know you can print that too, right? That's the fuck they did. They printed that on there. And this is the same strip of paper. Guess what? It's the same. It's the same paper, y'all. Look at it, y'all. It's the same paper. But on this paper, they wrote a 20. So this is worth more. That's what they told you. And we accepted it. Then this that has 10 on it. But it's the same paper. Ooh. Them boys cold, ain't they, y'all? And then look here. If I walk up to a motherfucker and give them this, they not gonna be as happy as if I give them this. And if I give them this, they not gonna be as happy as if I give them this. But guess what, class? It's the same paper. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? And we know who on it. Or do we? Are we thinking about who face that is and who he was and what he represents? Or are we? Ooh. They said this meant Illuminati. You see how they lied to us, y'all, to hide what they really did? You know what this represent? This pyramid? Them conquering your black ass. Because the pyramids is one of our greatest accomplishments, y'all. That they still show you. You got to hear me. Notice it got an all-seeing eye in it. We know what that means now. Third eye, pineal gland. But they cut the top off the pyramid, though. Why would they do that? Because they separated us from our true esoteric intellect, which keeps our pineal gland shut. So they severed the head from the body. But you didn't know that, though. Because they told you this meant the Illuminati, and they worship this for evil in the music industry. That don't represent the Illuminati. And Illuminati is not the original Illuminati, it's us. Illuminati means enlightened ones. They are the Bavarian Illuminati, which came and stole your land, your information, severed you from it, conquered you and your people, and hid that information from you. And now they hide those secrets under the Freemasonry group, the Bavarian Illuminati, the Bilderberg Group, the Committee of 300, the Trilateral Commission, the Black Nobility, the British Royals, America, these different governments, Russia, China, Japan, and on and on and on and on. Your body keep going like a rolling stone, and I was born underwater with $3 and $6. See, you might last, but you did not do your math. I bet you thought she was talking about real 1 + 1 and 2 when she said math, didn't you? Boy, she talking about supreme mathematics, the real math, building, enlightening oneself so you can get your head back. So you can get your head back. Because they took it from you. They took it from you. Just like when they kill a motherfucking deer, what they do? They cut his head off and post it on the wall. So when they cut your head off and severed you from your true intellect and who you are, your information of your true history, there go your head right there. You see it? Novus Seclorum, New World Order. Everybody was looking for the New World Order. It's finna be a New World Order. It's finna be. No, their New World Order has ended, nigga. That's what the rise is about. You've been living in the New World Order. You was living in the New World Order a long time ago. You were living in the New World Order a long time ago. Them days over with. What you think December 21st, 2020 was about? What you think the Kundalini energy rising is about? See? Ending your New World Order that they got you think you looking forward to. I'm just here to give you this divine insight. You see? That's all. I ain't trying to bother nobody. I ain't trying to ruffle no feathers. I'm just trying to give you the math. I'm just trying to help you get your math right. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to help you remember who you are. See? Because they got you thinking you this. You only living for this now. They reduced you to that. You see what I'm saying? You see? And that very first dollar bill has this on it. Not on every one now. It ain't on every one. But the $1 bill was the first bill they ever printed. I hope you know that, right? They went ones, then $2 bill, then fives, then tens. Do the research on the monetary system. They made sure to put that on the very first dollar they printed because they were going to use this to destroy your people with. Just one of the many weapons they used to destroy us. And oh, what we won't do for it. You see what I'm saying? Get real scandalous behind this shit now. See what I'm saying? I know. I done been out there before. I know how I feel to be like, man, I'm finna take something. Because I don't know where this next dollar gonna come from. And I gotta eat. These applications, they not calling back fast enough. I'm steady calling up there. Motherfuckers ain't picking up. Because they used to tell you, go get a job. But they don't tell you about the, hold on, nigga. You can put in 1 million applications and keep calling, nigga. It's two sides to that motherfucking coin. And how the fuck is a nigga gonna eat while he waiting on that shit to come through? They get real like that. I gotta either sell these drugs or I gotta go even take some. Feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's scandalous, bro. People done got hurt. I done got hurt over this. I done hurt people over this. You know what I'm saying? I done lost friendships over this. Families have been destroyed over this, man. You see? And they put this right on your face, right on you. It represents the 3,000-year conquest. Because they did this in 1776. Their year. Since we know time ain't real. In 1776 is when they started their military. Everything. Why that year? Declaration of Independence, Philadelphia, 1776. That's when I'll do a separate lecture on that, but that's when they cornered us energetically. So they was able to start setting up their shit, orchestrating. You know what I'm saying? They had got that frequency low enough to move like that. We were still fighting back, but they faked us out with the Emancipation Proclamation. That was them waving the white flag for us. We was warned with them before that. We fell for that white flag. Then here they go. Easing in money, school, integration, ended segregation, all that shit. All tools